demigods, demons, and human beings were all generated from the daughters of Maharaj Daksha. I have now described them and their different dynasties. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purports of the 7th canto, 15th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Instructions for Civilized Human Beings. Completed on this is Prabhupada writing there. It's not part of purport or anything, he's just writing there. Completed on the night of Vaishakhi Shukla Ekadashi, the 10th of May 1976, in the temple of Panchatattva. This one, anyone knows? Yeah, Honolulu. By the mercy of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Thus, we may happily chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, now we can go on to nouvelle chapter. How do you say chapter in French? Chapitre. Okay, let's do it. We were thinking a while ago, Dayal Nitai Prabhu is going to get this chance. You know, he was somewhere in the beginning of this last chapter, beginning verses. He was thinking, I will finish this Lochan. Like, okay, let's. I was just saying, you remember we were saying that, you're going to finish the chapter when we were like 50 verses away. So, looks like it is not Dayal Nita, it's me who has to start the chapter. Okay, let's read it's a big introduction part. I can read it so that I can get some time, I guess. Chapter 1, the Manus, administrators of the universe. First of all, let me offer my humble, respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Sri Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada. Sometimes in the year 1935, when His Divine Grace was staying at Radha Kund, I went to see him from Bombay. At that time, he gave me many important instructions in regard to constructing temples and publishing books. He personally told me that publishing books is more important than constructing temples. Of course, those same instructions remained within my mind for many years. In 1944, I began publishing my Back to Godhead, and when I retired from family life in 1958, I began publishing Srimad Bhagavatam in Delhi. When 3 parts of Srimad Bhagavatam had been published in India, be attentive, I'll ask questions. I then started for the United States of America on the, what date? What date Prabhupada left to America from Bombay? August is good?
1965.
1965 is good. Now, okay, let someone else get the date right. I remembered this. I wouldn't have asked, or else I'm not looking here. I remembered this. There is something attached to it, so that's how I remember it. August the 13th. I am continuously trying to publish books as suggested by my spiritual master. Now in this year 1976, I have completed the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and a summary of the 10th canto has already been published as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Still, there is something you can see here. In the year 1976, Srila Prabhupada finished. Now in this year, I have completed the 7th canto. So 1976, he finished the 7th canto. How much time does it take us for 1 year? 1977, Prabhupada left his body, right? So in 1 year's time, he completed 8th, 9th, and like 10th canto is quite big. So he went through like quite a part of it. So for us to finish few cantos, it takes so much time. But he was translating them. Imagine that, and then that's when his health starts deteriorating quick. So it's a challenge for us. Okay, if Prabhupada can write this in this time, I should be able to read at least this much in this much, years time or something. So. And a summary of the 10th canto has already been published as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Still the 8th canto, 9th canto, 10th canto, 11th and 12th canto are yet to be published. On this occasion, therefore, I am praying to my spiritual master to give me strength to finish this work. I am neither a great scholar nor a great devotee. I am simply a humble servant of my spiritual master. And to the best of my ability, I am trying to please him by publishing these books with the cooperation of my disciples in America. I was listening to someone, they were saying that Prabhupada was one time telling his disciples, it was Hridayananda Maharaj actually, he came back, Maharaj went on book distribution, university program, distributed books and did a lot of programs. He came back to give report to Prabhupada. Maharaj said, Prabhupada, we distributed this many books, we preached to so many intellects. You see, this is my Guru's mercy. You are not my disciple, you are my Guru. I am sitting home, I am eating chapatis, you are going out and distributing Srimad Bhagavatam. You are my Guru. Imagine that humility of Srila Prabhupada. Just someone is distributing some literatures and is accepting them as his Guru. So this is, for us, it should be the same, that if someone does a little service for Krishna, we should be seeing it through magnifying glasses and appreciating them, I'm trying to please him by publishing these books with the cooperation of disciples in America. Fortunately, scholars all over the world are appreciating these publications. Let us cooperatively publish more and more volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam just to please His Divine Grace, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This first chapter of the 8th canto may be summarized as a description of 4 Manus, namely Swayambhuva Manu, Swarochisa, Uttama and Tamasa. After hearing descriptions of the dynasty of Swayambhuva Manu until the end of the 7th canto, Maharaj Parikshit desired to know about other Manus. He desired to understand how the Supreme Personality of Godhead descends, not only in the past but at the present and in the future, and now, and how he acts in various pastimes as Manu. Since Parikshit Maharaj was eager to know all this, Sukadeva Goswami gradually described all the Manus, beginning with the 6 Manus who had appeared in the past. The first Manu was Swayambhuva Manu. His 2 daughters, namely Akuti and Devahuti, gave birth to 2 sons named Yagya and Kapila, respectively. Because Sukadeva Goswami had already described the activities of Kapila in the 3rd canto, he now described the activities of Yagya. The original Manu, along with his wife Satarupa, went to the forest to practice austerity on the bank of the river Sunanda. They practiced austerities for 100 years, and then Manu, in a trance, formed prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Rakshasas and Asuras then attempted to devour him, but Yagya, accompanied by his sons, the Yamas and the demigods, killed them. Then Yagya personally took the post of Indra, the king of the heavenly planets. The second Manu, whose name was Swarochisa, was the son of Agni, and his sons were headed by Jumat, Sushena and Rochismat. In the age of this Manu, Rochana became Indra, the ruler of the heavenly planets, and there were many demigods headed by Tushita. There were also many saintly persons such as Urja and Stamba. Among them was Vedasira, whose wife Tushita gave birth to Vibhu. Vibhu instructed 88,000 Dridavratas or saintly persons on self-control and austerity. Uttama, the son of Priyavrata, was the 3rd Manu. Among his sons were Pavana, Srinjaya and Yagnahotra. During the reign of this Manu, the sons of Vashishta, headed by Pramada, became the 7 saintly persons. The Satyas, the Devashrutas and Badras became the demigods. The Satyajit became Indra from the womb of Sunrata, the wife of Dharma. The Lord appeared as Satyasena, and he killed all the Yakshas and Rakshasas who were fighting with Satyajit. Tamasa, the brother of the 3rd Manu, was the 4th Manu, and he had 10 sons including Prithu, Khyati, Nara and Ketu. During his Rin, the Satyakas, Haris, Viras, and others were demigods. The 7 great saints were headed by Jyotirdama and almost finished. And Trikshaka became Indra. Harimeda, I know it all goes on top of our heads, right? All these names. And Harimeda begot a son named Hari in the womb of his wife Harini. This Hari, an incarnation of God, saved the devotee Gajendra. This incident described as Gajendra Mokshana. At the end of this chapter, Parikshit Maharaj particularly asks about this incident. So we can recite this one, first verse. Shri Rajo Vacha Swayambhuvasyeha Guru Swayambhuvasyeha Guru Swayambhuvasyeha Guru Vamshoyam Vistarachrutaha Vamshoyam Vistarachrutaha Yatra Vishwasrijam Sargo Yatra Vishwasrijam Sargo Manun Anyan Vedasvanaha Manun Anya Vadasvanaha Anya Vadasvanaha Shri Rajo Vacha Swayambhuvasyaha Guru Vamshoyam Vistarachrutaha Yatra Vishwasrijam Sargo Manon Anyan Vedasvahanaha Sri Rajo Vacha Swayambhuvasyeha Mano Guru Vamshoyam Vistarachrutaha Yatra Vishwasrijam Sargo Manon Anyan Vadasvyahanaha. Anyone else? Swayambhuvaseha Guru Vamsoyam Vistarachrutaha Yatra Vishwasrijam Sargo Manon Anya Vedasnaha. Shri Rajo Vacha. Word to word translation. Shri Rajo Vacha. The king, Maharaj Parikshit, said, Swayambhuvasyaha, of the great personality Swayambhuva Manu. Iha, in this connection. Guru, O my spiritual master. Vamshaha, dynasty. I am this Vistarat, extensively. Srutaha, I have heard from you. Yatra, wherein. Vishwasrijam, of the great personalities known as the Prajapatis, such as Marichi. Sargaha, creation, involving the birth of many sons and grandsons from the daughters of Manu. Manus, Anyan, other. Vadasva, kindly describe. Na, to us. Translation. King Parikshit said, O my Lord, my spiritual master, now I have fully heard from your grace about the dynasties of Swayambhuva Manu, but there are also other Manus, I want to hear about their dynasties. Kindly describe them to us. I'll just quickly read the second verse as well. Manavantare harer janma karmani cha mahisha saha grananti kavyo brahmamans tanina vada srinvantam. O learned Brahmana, Sukadeva Goswami said, the great learned persons who are completely intelligent describe the activities and appearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead during the various Manavantaras. We are very eager to hear about these narrations. Kindly describe them. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has different varieties of incarnations, including Gunavatars, Manavantari avatars, Leela avatars and Yuga avatars, all of which are described in the Shastras. Without reference to the Shastras, there can be no question of accepting anyone as an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, as especially mentioned here, Grananti Kavyaha, the description of various incarnations, are accepted by great learned scholars with perfect intelligence. At the present time, especially in India, so many rascals are claiming to be incarnations and people are being misled. Therefore, the identity of incarnations should be confirmed by descriptions of the Shastras and by wonderful activities. As described in this verse by word Mahisha Saha, the activities of incarnations are not ordinary magic or jugglery, but are wonderful activities. Thus, any incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead must be supported by the statements of the Shastra and must actually perform wonderful activities. Parikshit Maharaj was eager to hear about the Manus of different ages. There are 14 Manus during a day of Brahma, and the age of each Manu lasts for 71 yugas. Thus, there are thousands of Manus during the life of Brahma. Om Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langaite Girim Yatkripādamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dhiranatarinam. Okay, thank you all for being here. And Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namne Namaste Saraswati Gauram Chani Risheshu Pasyatya Deshtarani. Giving us this opportunity to speak something on this subject, Srimad Bhagavatam, literary incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Sri Vasudev compiles the Srimad Bhagavatam for the benefit of the living entities of Kali Yuga. So we can take full advantage being here. Without the devotees, there is the speaker can be here by himself, the speaker can be changed, but without the audience, nothing is going to happen. So the audience is more important than the speaker. So I beg permission and blessings of all of you to bless me so that I can say some realizations about Srimad Bhagavatam. As you may have already noticed, I haven't prepared, so I'm going to speak my own personal realizations on Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam, as we all know, the perfect scripture. Now we are entering into 8th canto. Anyone can recollect what you think of 8th canto? As soon as you think of 8th canto, you think of something. What do you think about when you are entering into 8th canto? As soon as we talk about Prahlad Maharaj, we say it's 7th canto, right? As soon as we talk about Ramachandra, we say it's 9th canto. As soon as we talk about 8th canto, Vamanadev also comes here. Yeah, very good. There's something else which immediately strikes us. 8th canto. Yes, Gajendra. Anything else? Gajendra is the best one we can think of.
Is Vritrasura?
I think Vritrasura comes in 6th, no? Yeah, Vritrasura is the one who swallows all the fights with Indra. No, I think it's around 6th. Yeah, churning of the milk, churning of the ocean, Samudra Manthan. Yes, the demigods and the demons fight, and Bali Maharaj, the pastime of Bali Maharaj comes here. I'm not even looking, I'm just trying to recollect myself what is in 8th canto. Let's be prepared for this. Is like a introduction to 8th canto. So Gajendra, what can we learn from Gajendra? What is the significance of Gajendra's pastime? Is we could see with the pastime of Gajendra, he was living in a very opulent place. Probably in the future classes, it's only the third chapter. Devotees who are going to give class, they can describe more about where exactly he was and what he was doing. All the details can come later, but I can just briefly describe the story how Gajendra was enjoying so-called material life with the family, with relatives, living in a very nice, beautiful place. He goes to drink water in a river or a lake, and then crocodile gets hold of his, the fight went for like 1,000 years or something. Crocodile gets hold of his leg and he couldn't get out of water. And we can compare ourselves to Gajendra sometimes in our spiritual life, isn't it? We are being caught by so many difficulties, so many anarthas. We think, this is it, I am not going to change this time. The guy who I am in conflict with has to change this time. No, it doesn't work like that, right? Spiritual life, it's easy to purify our own hearts. It's like I was listening to one devotee, he was explaining that there is a truck coming our way. Truck is coming in a wrong way. What will we do? We're going to say, last time this truck was coming towards me, I had just a push bike or something. This truck guy is driving towards me with greater force. This guy has got a big ego. I'm going to stay on this lane. I'm not going to move. I did it yesterday. I did it day before yesterday. Why this guy is not changing? What are we going to do? The truck is coming towards us like 100 kilometers an hour or something. What are we going to do? Are we going to, keep screaming at the truck guy, or are we going to get out of the way? Get out of the way. So it's the same thing. Spiritual life, we should learn to get out of the way of our ego. The truck guy can be corrected later. It's not our business. It's the business of Guru and Krishna. First of all, let's get in line with Krishna. This is the best thing you could learn. So Gajendra is teaching us that you could see the pastime goes that he was not at the end when he tried to fight, he tried to get out of this situation. He couldn't. He tried everything. At the end, he goes, I'm not even angry at this crocodile. Krishna, even I don't want, after I get out of this situation, I don't even want to go back to enjoying material life of my kingdom or whatever. So when we are going through this churning in our own lives, what do we go through? Krishna, please help me, protect me. And then after a little while comes, okay, looks like Krishna, your hand is there. When there is some churning is happening, looks like I need to learn something. Rather I let go, let go. Okay, the devotee who is in this situation of helping me or correcting me, he becomes your best friend if we see him as your instrument of Krishna's mercy. Lord Chaitanya, what did he say? Obstacles in spiritual life are my, who knows? Lord Chaitanya. When you get obstacle in your personal life, Lord Chaitanya says that obstacles are being sent by me. They are all my personal servants coming to you. So when obstacle comes, when any individual comes in our way, we should be thankful that they are showing us there is some act to be done towards our own self. Gajendra, what else he teaches us? One more thing what we can think of is, imagine that he is like the king. He's like enjoying life like anything with wife and children, and the wife and relatives are all standing next to him, and he is being humiliated, isn't it? It's like he was the hero of the story. He has controlling the whole forest. When he screams, the whole forest was getting scared. Now he is in a situation, the wife has seen him being hero all his life. Now hero has become a zero. And even wife, even if she wants to help, the relatives want to help. Only who can help? Krishna. Same for us. There are so many strings for us. Who can help us? My father went through one court case, we were going through before I went to Australia. There was so much struggle. So much struggle. We could see we want to do something to help my father, but none of us could do anything. Of course, we did some Ganapati Yagya or something, we got some demigod to support my father. But the reality is, who is our ultimate shelter? Krishna. Even in the Gajendra Moksha, you can see demigods were waiting actually for Gajendra to turn to Brahma or Shiva. They're always waiting for us to turn to them. They think that, oh yeah, he's in difficulty. Now he's not going to go to Krishna. Now this time he's going to come to me. Not this time. Gajendra is like firmly fixed. Firmly fixed. No matter how much I get humiliated, no matter how much I get insulted, but I will stay with Krishna. I'm not going to go. What is that verse? Dal Nitai Prabhu. Vyasayatmika buddhi, ekeha kurunandana. Our path is fixed. We are not going to go. Maybe Shiva is going to help me. Maybe, some demigod is going to help us. Yeah, if we are going, like Maharaj was mentioning yesterday, gopis of Vrindavan were going and worshipping to Katyayani for help. But again, for Krishna's service, not for self-motive, self-centered motive. So, if we see Lord Shiva, what do? We bow down to Lord Shiva, we respect him. We ask him, please, you are the greatest Vaishnava, please help me. Who knows this verse, the famous verse from, I think it's 11th canto. Ninnaganam yata ganga, devanam achyutam yata, Vaishnavanam yata shambhu, puranam yatam tata. What does it say? First line goes, Ninnaganam yata Ganga. Of all the rivers, Ganga is the topmost. Devanam achyutam yata. Of all the gods, of all the, we can say demigods, or Achyuta is the supreme. Who is the supreme Vaishnava? Shiva. Sometimes when you are not in line, when I was still like starting to chant and practicing a little bit, having my shika grown, went to from Australia to India. In South India, you get to see many Shiva temples. I think it was Mallikarjuna temple, very famous one. I went with my family. I remember that my parents were bowing down to Lord Shiva. I was like, I am Vaishnava, I'm not going to bow down. Probably I did not know this verse back then, So I was like, not bowing down. But it's my story goes, I was worshipping Shiva all my life, so now I realize, yes, without Lord Shiva's compassion, we cannot get the mercy of Krishna. So yeah, this Gajendra Moksha teaches us that we have to be respectful to them. At the same time, we have to only depend on Krishna's ultimate and Guru's mercy. There is no other way we can get rid of this material body and attain the supreme mercy of Krishna. What else we can learn from Gajendra Moksha? Anything else? I can think of one point, but if anyone... Yes, Prabhu?
Is the symbol of the
Artha.
The one who is going to Krishna because he is in difficulty.
Mm-hmm. So when you are in difficulty, we go towards Krishna. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, it's one of the four...
Chaturvida bhajante mam.
Yes.
Okay, that's a very good point. So when you are in difficulties, that's the first one, right? When you are going through material turbulence, we turn to Krishna. Probably this is the case for all of us except few Gurukulis. My wife Radha Saki, and who else is Gurukuli here? No one else. For all of us, we were all distressed out there, doing this, doing that. We never realized. That's a very good point. So, when we are distressed, we turn to God. Now the whole world, you can see, is little bit, at least, I saw a video, I think in Sweden, they were reciting this impersonal, Sikh, this Sikh class in India, Sikh, not S-I-C-K, but S-I-K-H, the ones who wear turbans, they recite impersonal prayers, but it is also has the Krishna and Rama's names. This all the white Swedish people in the hospital, before they go to treat this patients, they were all reciting these prayers. It's similar to our prayers, but but they don't know that they consider Krishna as impersonal. But you can see when there is difficulty. I saw one video where the devotees in the airport, the devotees were singing Hare Krishna mantra, and the people around were wearing masks. This was in the airport, and everyone were like, how often we see that when we are chanting Hare Krishna, everyone like kind of, these Hare Krishnas don't have anything to do. But now you can see the crowd, people are all standing around and like, Hare Krishna is like, we will also join you for these prayers, this is the only way, we can get out of this difficulties. So that's a very good point. When we have difficulty, we tend to pray more. We tend to take more shelter. What is that famous verse of Queen Kunti? Mother Bhagavati? I know this one, but I didn't prepare. Yeah. I know the Sanskrit, but I cannot recollect it now. Tatru Shantu. I cannot get it, sorry. Tatra Tatra Jagat Pate. That's the last line. Let calamities come again and again. But we have to be careful. We voluntarily don't ask for it. Yesterday, Janananda Maharaj was saying we have to be careful. He was saying that some devotee in the UK, he just joined and he was like, Krishna, get rid of all my belongings. I don't want anything. I just want you, In few months' time, he lost his wife. He lost his job. He didn't have any money. So we have to be careful. We say, Krishna, okay, put me in a situation there. I can nicely advance towards you, but we don't go to the deities and say, take everything away from me. But rather, whatever we have, we engage in Krishna's service. Probably that's more easy and more, suits our nature, because we still have so many attachments, strings attached. Slowly, Krishna will, get rid of these anarthas so that we can get close to Krishna. Anything else? What else can we think of? Gajendra Moksha. Yes. Mataji?
It's about chanting a mantra. I remember it's very important because we remember a mantra from the past life. And Srila Prabhupada says, so we chant Hare Krishna, we will remember.
Yes.
It's very important to chant.
Yes. Very nice. Yeah. Mantra has the power to reawaken us. Yes, Chitra Lila.
The more he struggled, he tried to struggle himself and save himself, but the more he struggled, the worse he got, and then he realized, I can't do anything. Then he surrendered.
That's a very good point. Yeah, it's like we let go, like Queen Kunti, let go. Hey Krishna, hey Nath Narayana, hey Vasudeva, we cannot, we try with so many things, our mind, our intelligence, we try this, we try that, but let go and just surrender to Krishna. We should be prepared for that, Just like my class this morning, I was thinking, this verse was like, I'm scratching my head, what should I speak about? And I was thinking, okay, Prabhupada, okay, Guru Maharaj, whatever you it's like a full surrender, I'll sit on the Vyasasana, you just empower me to say something, this is Krishna's full surrender, And what else? I could think of one more thing. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada described that the elements, the situation in which we are, make our strength. Gajendra is a king on the earth, but when he's in the water, he's become
very weak.
With crocodile. So this Prabhupada makes the link with the Varnashram Dharma to be straight for all our strength to advance.
That's this.
Being force element
Yeah.
first position.
This water is like Maya here. We are like Gajendra here. Right? Maya is full Shakti. I was listening to someone. They were saying that Maya is so strong. It's very personal. Maya, like Krishna, she is also very personal. She doesn't give one pill to all of us. For Dayal Nitai, she has a pill. For Krishna Charana Mataji, she has a separate pill. How she wants to allure us. She very nicely mesmerizes us, right? She has a way of, like Krishna, the way Krishna reciprocates with our service. If you are good at something, he accepts it. But Maya is like trying to see what is your weakness, get inside, and So yeah, it's a good point. And we could see two things there. He was chanting Krishna's name. He was reciting prayers. And then second thing was, as soon as he sees Krishna, he did some service. We have to engage ourselves, our senses in serving Krishna, so that we are not just chanting mantras, but we are doing some action towards Krishna and devotees. Looks like I can stop here. It's 9 o'clock, so I feel the time. Thank you very much for tolerating and helping me with all the information. Look forward for this Gajendra Moksha soon. Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki.